Well, welcome to another product video, and this product video is our last one for the year. It's our biggest launch of the year. We've got an absolute boatload of new products coming your way, and trust me, you're going to want to get your hands on a lot of these products because they are absolutely fantastic. So let's delve right in and get off to a start with the first one. So let's have a look at this absolute gem, which has fast become a favourite of mine. This is the all-rounder tray and tripod adapter. So if you're a river fisherman like me, and you like to be stood in the river, there's nothing worse than having to keep walking to and from the bank to fetch things that you need. Now this vest that I've got on today helps with that, but for these bigger items of tackle, like tackle box, like my bait tubs, and some of the pouches that I might need, which is full of accessories, I can't really carry them in this vest and I can't really have them on my waist. So if you want to be stood in the river, you need a tray like this. It's just so convenient. It's packed full of features, so let's run through a few of those right now. So let's have a look at some of the features. We've got a slot there which houses your catapult for when you want to bait up. On the front you've got two slots. One you can house a 1-point bait tub, the other one has got a perfect circle for a can of Coke or your flask, whatever. On the back end, and again another square which is designed to house your bait tubs. And then on the other side we've got a bigger square which will house the tackle block system. On the front of the tray we've got these teardrop shaped slots which will take your rigs. So on the back we've got a rod rest holder which will keep your rod secure for when you're baiting up and when you're doing other little things like changing your baits and stuff. Your rod's nice and secure in there, it's not going to go floating off downriver. So here we have the new meat cubers. Simple, compact solution, cutting your meat on the bank to the perfect size. And these are available in two sizes. We've got a 12mm and a 23mm. I'm going to show you how they work. It's really simple. So to cut your meat, you take out the two inner sections, you place your meat inside the cutter, making sure it's level in the middle, get it quite equal either side, and then you place in the top section, which will cut what we call the chips, and then the other section you push in the other way, and that will create your cubes. Now we've designed these in these two sizes, and we've designed them in conjunction with another neat little product which I'm going to show you now, which will help you rig these really easy so you don't lose your meat. So as you can see, these are the two sizes, and in the top there, those are the new stoppers, the meat stoppers we call them. And you can see it's one piece, one complete piece. It's just a tube and a flat end, all one moulded piece. So it's really simple to use. You just pop it inside your meat. You then take a quick stop rig, put the quick stop on the needle, push the quick stop through the meat, and then just turn it at the top, and your meat is securely in place. The meat is protected against the line, so the line is not going to cut through your meat at all. And trust me, you are never going to lose that plastic stop off that quick stop. Unless you actually physically turn the stop and push it back through, it's not coming off. Now these are available obviously in two sizes. That's to match the meat cutters. They're available in separate packs. You can buy them separately in the big size and the small size, or you can get them as a kit. So that will include 3 smaller stops, 3 bigger stops, quick stops, and a quick stop needle in a pack, and that's called the meat stopper kit. Perfect solution to fishing meat. is a new tackle storage concept aimed squarely at the angling all-rounder. Designed to house all you need in one highly organised place, the Float Blocks has several unique features that provide a rock-solid home for your floats. Floats are held neatly in position with a soft silicone slot system. On the opposing side there are compartments for your olivettes, silicone and snap swivels. There's even a small rig board included. With its durable construction, sealed gasket, it's one of the most organised sealed tackle boxes in fishing. The Speci Rig Blocks has several unique features that provide a rock-solid home for your tied hook lengths. Rigs are held neatly in position without the need for pins, and on the opposing side there are compartments for your end tackle and shorter rigs. New for this year, we have got new alarm, which is one of a kind, the first ever tilting alarm. That's right, you can adjust the angle of this alarm just like all of our angle tilt rests that we do. We've now got an alarm. It's got a nice couple of features as well that I can discuss. So obviously you wouldn't use this on a tripod. For those bank stick anglers, you don't want to faff around trying to get the bank stick in at the exact right angle. You can just put it in nice and straight, and then you can adjust the angle of your bite alarm instead by just a push of this button here. And it's got loads of adjustments. You can have it wherever you need. But it's also got this lovely little feature, these little snag ears that just pull up and click into place. So you're not going to lose your rod. When a big barbel decides to take your bait, it's perfectly safe in there. When conjoined with a butt cup as well, you're not going to lose your rod. Lovely little alarm, absolutely perfect. So it's just literally one button to turn it on. You just hold it in and then you can press it multiple times to turn down the volume, and then just again hold it in to turn it back off again. Really simple to use, simple little alarm, absolutely brilliant. The recovery net cover is intended for covering spoon nets after catching a fish. This ensures a secure and temporary hold of the fish. It offers reassurance while organising fish care and camera gear. It features an elastic draw cord and a convenient tab connector for easy attachment to your spoon net. Finesse quick change olivettes offer a revolutionary solution for anglers seeking seamless weight and float adjustments without the need for an extensive re-rigging. Featuring a camouflaged finish and an aerodynamic shape, these olivettes are designed with convenience in mind. They are offered in two sizes, a 1.6 gram and 2 grams. The Glide Stubber float is based on the popular Tench shallow water shape, providing great stability in fast water. The shape also lends itself to being used as a perch bobber when using larger baits like live baits during the colder months. It can be used top and bottom with silicone or attached waggler style. It's best used with bulk shot or an olivette 18 to 24 inches from the hook. A superb option for big baits when maximum buoyancy is crucial for the correct presentation.
Once again, it is that time.
If you're looking for a top quality floating mono that's going to help you land the big uns, look no further than the Korum Glide Finesse Mono. This crystal clear mono has a high floating polyagonal profile and is highly abrasive resistant, meaning it can handle whatever you throw at it. It also has a high knot strength so you can be sure your line won't snap under pressure, and because it's made using a hydrophobic manufacturing process, it repels water, helping you to keep your line in tip-top condition for longer. So if you're serious about fishing, make sure you're using the Glide Finesse Mono. Our improved ground bait bowl set includes a new welded 3mm rubber mesh riddle, sized perfectly for use with big fish ground baits and natural baits like maggots and worms. It includes a carry handle. The inner tray sits snugly in the top, which allows baits to pass through naturally as required.
This beauty right here is the EVA tackle and bait station, and it's the perfect way to get loads of little bits of bait, some extra spare bits of tackle, all in one very neat place. Inside you'll see it's got a couple of these little pouches that go inside. They're like little reservoirs, and there's two different versions. So you've got one that comes inside with a solid base. I've just filled that with a few hook baits, a few bits of tackle, some PVA, some scissors. And the other one I can do the same with, put a few bits and pieces in there, but it's actually got a riddle in the bottom. So I can riddle my bait straight down into the bottom of here. Got a nice big compartment. I can get exactly what I want. But when I'm actually fishing with this next to me, like I am today, I can attach this in lots of different ways with these cool little hooks that are on the side. So I can just plonk that on the side like that. I've got somewhere to put a few bits and pieces, put a few PVA bags or whatever. I could do the same with this one. I could put it on the side either side, doesn't really matter. It gives me free to get into this space and into this space and use it as a tackle and bait station. The thing I really like about it is the capacity of it. So within the bottom of there, you can get a couple of our 3-pint bait tubs. Just pop them in underneath, zip it up, and away you go. Wipe clean, of course. It's full EVA welded, so it's going to keep all your stuff protected from the elements and also keep the elements from your stuff. Great bit of kit this. I'm going to mix up some ground bait now with that riddle, because riddled ground bait for me just doesn't get any better once you've pushed it through that mesh. It's nice and fine, it just sticks on the feeder as truth.
The S23 chair footplate is designed to fit all current and existing 23mm profile Korum accessory chairs. The inner grommet allows you to adjust from using directly on the outer 23mm leg to using on the inner telescopic part of the telly legs. The adjustable width means it will fit all the models of S23 profile chairs, a fantastic option that creates the ultimate fishing station.
Well, you might see next to me, I'm fishing with a few new bits. A couple of any chair items that work perfectly with our S23 accessory chair system, which, if you ask me, is still completely unrivaled. The any chair side tray itself, which I've got just to the side of me, is quite a big side tray. And it's a very unique shape, which has enabled us to fit a lot more in a small space. And we've made it compatible with most of the things that you would take fishing most of the time if you're having a day's feeder fishing like I am today. You've got a little cup holder area here with a little bit of space for a few bits and pieces, little tub of pop-ups or something. Room on the back here that's compatible with the majority of our block system or our little tackle pouches and things. Got a nice big area here, which I can put even our biggest bait tub on. There's a gap here, a little hole for me to put my catapult, and then at the front, perfect space for the Korum tackle blocks. On the outside here, there's a little screw thread attachment where you can put something like a butt rest or a rod grip, and that's a really good place to put a landing net handle. So you've got it always to one side, captive. You're not fishing around for it. It's not interfering with all of your tackle. It's in the perfect position. And of course, it's an any chair product, so it comes with all the different inserts to fit different profiles of legs or seat boxes, and it's got the angle adjustment. So if you want to use this with a standard fishing chair, just tilt the angle so you've got it perfectly level.
The all-rounder telescopic handles are perfect for commercial fisheries, steep riverbanks, or anywhere that a super strong handle is needed with larger spoon nets. The handle is reinforced, it's super strong, it's balanced and stiff, and it features a Duplon plug for secure transit, and the handle is shrink wrapped for better grip.
You know me, I used to be a journalist, so I love a good scoop. And the one that comes in this new little Method Mix bait tub set, it's just awesome. We were thinking about bait tubs and sort of how much bait do people really take on a short session. You know, if you're going barbel fishing or like I am today, just having a little morning's fishing, you're not going to mix up a great big ground bait bowl full of bait all the time. A 3-pint bait tub's about enough. So we've done this little system and it's perfect really. I can just mix up just enough bait for my session. Got a little scoop there so I can keep my hands nice and clean and mix my bait up really nicely in the bottom of the tub. And then in the top of the tub, I've got a little tray so I can keep any little dry bits and pieces in there, some PVA bags. I've got another one over here, look, where I'm just keeping my PVA bags away from the wet mix. I can put bits of tackle in there, my mould, all the different things like that. It's just ideal for those short sessions. And if you're catching plenty of fish, like I am today, that might not be enough, but it doesn't matter. Just top it up and away we go again. Something we've really paid close attention to over the last few years, you will have noticed, is our range of terminal tackle. In particular, the camo range of terminal tackle. It's big fish tackle for big fish fishing. But we haven't forgotten about you guys who are just generally feeder fishing, coarse fishing on lakes, rivers, canals. We've done some of our old favourites in the new camo finish. So we've got a couple of new quick change beads. That's a 25-year-old product almost for Korum. It's been out for a very, very long time, and that is easily the most easy version to use and the best looking. That camo finish is delightful. We've also done, for the first time, a bolt rig version. This semi-fixes inside all of our feeders and lots of other brands' feeders as well, giving you that little shock effect. But it's semi-fixed, it's still safe, fishes really well. We've also re-released, some of you might remember this, the old anti-tangle quick change bead. If you're just feeder fishing, running rig style, that is absolutely golden. And last but by no means least, we've got this little helicopter sleeve, which comes with a little clip. So if, like me, you like doing a bit of tench fishing in the spring, you want to keep things neat and tidy, that is about as good as it gets. I say this with a dead serious look in my eye. This bank stick is the best bank stick we've ever made, and it's got the best cam lock in the fishing industry. No questions asked. When you see it and you check it out for yourself, it'll blow you away. We've all used those bank sticks. We've all pushed the cam lock. They always slide a little bit, especially when they wear over time. This inside of here is something really special. We've got a series of standard points, and these were the new machine screw point. They come with our little winder, so you can wind it in the ground really nicely, but it's the bit that's underneath that really matters. We've taken inspiration from the skiing and walking industry, where they're using this style of cam for long treks. The way it works, it's got a little screw thread here that can be tightened, so you can adjust that to exactly where you want it. It makes this cam absolutely rock solid. I'm a big boy, like to think I'm pretty strong. I can't move that. It's unbelievable. Check it out, really great. Works of course with all the usual bite alarms and rod rests. Comes in a number of different sizes. That cam's about as good as it gets, really, really is.
The Neoteric suit features an extra durable 5000mm waterproof breathable fabric. The fabric panels have been designed to offer maximum protection from the elements with great freedom of movement. This dynamic construction provides a more reliable barrier as the 5000mm tape seam can adhere more readily to the fabric. The suit compromises of a rain jacket and a comfortable bib and brace, which feature velcro cuffs, adjustable elasticated waistband and hood. The Ripstop trail boot features a dynamic protective layer of Ripstop PU. The Korum trail boot was purpose built for walking long distances on difficult terrain. The mesh lining makes these boots very breathable on long walks, whilst the flexible thermoplastic sole is both durable and comfortable. They're easy to clean between sessions, and the trail boot offers a purpose built fishing boot for the modern specimen angler. This breathable microfleece is a superb mid-layer half zip that provides a true 4-season garment. Dynamic panelling provides a super comfortable fleece for mobile anglers. Comes with tapered cuffs, a baffled zip and a generous midsection.